This afternoon, you were tidying up the closet, while I sat outside pretending to be perfectly calm. My fingers tapped the phone, but my heart pounded wildly, for I suddenly remembered a quiet little secret. Inside the shirt drawer, behind stacks of old towels, beneath a gift box from the Lunar New Year before last, lay a small plastic bag, nondescript and tiny, sitting there silently as if nothing were amiss. I called it my secret stash, my rainy day fund, just in case life got tight and I needed to scramble for odds and ends, to buy coffee, snacks or drinks for a night out, or every now and then to nurture a dream like buying a new monitor. I was lost in my daydreams when I heard your voice from the kitchen. Honey, hey, what exactly is this little bag? I sprang up like a spring hit by an electric shock. My face wore a bright smile, but my soul had already fled. Our home suddenly transformed into a courtroom. On one side stood the judge, my wife, on the other the defendant. The incriminating evidence lay neatly on the table while I stood there, sweat pouring down in rivulets. Oh, my secret stash, how on earth did you find it? I hid you even more carefully than the gifts I gave when we were newlyweds. You lay dormant for months, known to no one. So why on this very day did you suddenly shine as bright as a falling star? Oh, my secret stash, how did you uncover it? Now I wonder, how can I explain this in a way that sounds morally upright? I could claim I was saving up to provide for the family, but inside it's just loose change meant for coffee dates with my closest buddies. You held a bag of cash, your eyes scanning it like a laser, asking ever so sweetly, yet dealing damage of the highest caliber. Explain yourself, dear. What is this fun that sounds so intriguing? Or are you secretly harboring dreams of living on your own? I swallowed hard, forcing the smile that feigned utter innocence. Oh, nothing like that. I just kept it aside for unexpected surprises. You know, just in case in the middle of the night you suddenly craved some hot, sweet soup, then I'd have the cash ready to run out and buy it for you. I raised an eyebrow. That sounds pretty sentimental, but why are all the bills just 20s and 50s? He answered quickly, because my love is simple. No need for grand gestures, just enough to cover household needs. I opened it further and found a note he'd scribbled. Headphone fund, soccer fund, lemon tea fund. I burst out laughing, then turned to read it aloud. Wait, what kind of family fund consists entirely of your hobbies? Seeing this, he knew there was no point in stalling, so he sat down and confessed his sins quite sincerely. Okay, I admit there was a tiny bit of self-interest involved, but darling, I still put you right at the very top of the list. One person secretly sets up a private bank, the other discovers it gently, yet with the sting. The more he talks, the more he tries to spin it. The more I listen, the harder I have to fight back laughter. Oh, my little secret stash, how on earth did you find it? All that effort I put into hiding it behind wool scarves and wedding gifts. I thought this time I'd quietly nurture my grand ambitions, but who knew I'd be caught red-handed before I even spent a dime? Oh, my little secret stash, how on earth did you find it? Now I stand here feeling like I'm in a crime drama. The only difference is the weapon is just a few small bills, and the culprit is a husband wearing a look of exaggerated innocence. You're pretty clever, aren't you? Setting up your own private fund? Well, I've been studying family risk management. What kind of risks? The risk of running out of cash from my morning coffee, and the mental crisis that ensues if I miss out on soccer. And what about this line? Emergency sale shopping fund?
Well, passing up a good sale would be a financial loss, wouldn't it? And the Saturday Night Buddies Fund, that's simply the maintenance cost for my soft social capital. And finally, the self-preservation fund for when the wife gets angry. Oh, this is actually very realistic. Every time you get mad, I need to buy you bubble tea. If I haven't prepared in advance, I'm practically sleeping in the doghouse. You really think ahead, don't you, to have such a capable wife? A man needs to know how to survive. Alright then, from now on that secret stash gets handed over to the public treasury. So, will I still be allowed to request an allowance based on a set quota? That depends entirely on your attitude. Yes, my beautiful darling, I hereby make a full and honest declaration right from the start. Oh, secret stash, go ahead and